Okay, what is happening, Cucumber Squad, and welcome back to the Fable Sphere. Yet again, another new artist to the channel. This is called XG. It's another girl group. Also, I think it's K-pop. They're actually Japanese. This girl group is Japanese, but they are based in South Korea, so I think it would probably fall under the K-pop genre, right? We've reacted to Blackpink, which are absolutely epic. We've reacted to IVE, which is absolutely epic, and this is another one. I mean, this K-pop, like, female groups in South Korea are huge, and I'm assuming in Japan as well. And I'm here for it, man. I actually really do enjoy that style of music. It's very uplifting. It's very vibey. For the most part, it's unbelievably vibey. Very easy to listen to. And yeah, this is brand new. Never heard them before. It's the first time reacting to them, first time listening to them. And this is called Tippy. And someone has requested that I do this one in particular. So let's go straight into it. Let's go.
Be on your tippy toes. Watch the way we move, the way we work, the way we glow. Are you ready for us? We about to wreck the game. On the back of us, they follow like a choo-choo train. This reality, yeah, we major league. Everything we do is worthy of a gallery. We gon' whisper to you, super quiet, about to show them who's in charge.
I like the flexing again with these budgets, man. These production. There is something about the K-pop industry that has just got absolutely mad OCD levels of videography. It's like, it's actually madness. I love that. I love, like, the art gallery over there, and she's got the serum, and everyone's sort of like watching her and filming her. It's like she's the center of attention. It's awesome. And what is it with these K-pop, K-pop artists and these Korean girls and Japanese girls that are just they're all so beautiful, man. They're all just so pretty. It's unbelievable. Every single one of them, man. Every single one of them, all the groups we've done have just been absolutely beautiful women.
Be quiet, about to show them who's in charge, taking over with the pilots.
Hey!
Taking the lead, bringing the heat in.
Let's go.
Head to the sky, eye on the prize, we're on the rise. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Hey.
Ways them on tight, gonna keep you on your tippy toes.
Hey.
Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes.
I like this hook though, man. That beat is fire. That's a club beat. That's a club beat over there. You play this in a club, and as that hook comes in, doom, 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 doom. Come on, bro. You know for a fact that's a club beat. Let's go.
Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes.
I love this hook though.
That's the way it goes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes.
Wow, some Michael Jackson moves right there.
Bad girls on the rise, you a nuisance. Drop jaws, tight tongues, and a nuisance. Got pushed out of
bar, bro. Look at this. Bad girls on the rise, you a nuisance, and then it goes straight into drop jaws, tight tongues, and the loose ends. Right? I actually really like the way they said that. So drop jaws, tight tongues, and the loose ends. Right? It's almost like and she's holding up like the tipping jar essentially. But also, if you just think about like drop jaws, tight tongues, and the loose ends, like when you actually think of something that's a loose end, right? So like something that hasn't been completed, right? So they're basically saying we dotting all the R's, we crossing all the T's, and that's what makes everyone's jaws drop. And we tongue tie you, right, with our talent. That's pretty cool. I like that. Sometimes I've got a couple of people that say this is not their cup of tea. It's not everyone's cup of tea, right? It's not everyone's cup of tea, but I must be honest, it's unbelievably entertaining. You got to appreciate it for what it is. You can't look at other types of music and then try and compare and reference to that. If you're going to reference this kind of music, you got to reference it to what it is, to this genre, to K-pop, right? And as far as K-pop goes, this is in the upper echelons of K-pop, right? They're doing it really well.
Keep your change in a 2 cents. Bad girls on the rise, you a nuisance.
I like the rapping vibe to this as well.
Got pushed out a queen, I'm in juices. I spit the flow, then I catch a go. Snacking on the world, it's about to give me more. When I don't know it's sober with your silly toe. Here's a tip though, better take it, better take it down. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. In the zone, try to stop us when we on the roll. Heard a match, ain't nobody got our energy. We pack every part of where it's part of me. We owning it, coming in.
I love the different elements that they've got into here with the rap, and then they've also go into like the melodic as well, and then they've got the club beat. There's just so much going on here, which again just makes it a really good recipe for a club commercial track, hands down. And it just seems that all of these K-pop female groups have really cottoned on to something that really does sell. Just go take a look at the numbers. They're no slouch. They're no slouch when it comes to the numbers.
Boss mode, take control of it. They can't compete. Yeah, we're going for the crown group masterpiece. Yeah, taking the lead, bringing the heat.
Let's go back into that hook. Go on, it's coming.
You ain't seen nothing. Lace them on tight.
Hey,
gonna keep you on your tippy toe.
hey, I love this part.
Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes.
Hey,
That's the way.
it's one of those grinding type sounds, you know, those grinding type. Oh, I better be careful how I phrase this, right? When you're with the girl on the dance floor and you're like dancing pretty close. In the younger years, I'm married now. I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about when I was younger and a little bit more rowdy, right? This is the kind of track that draws you closer to a girl, and then as that hook kicks in, you want to go as close as possible and be feel me. I'm hot. It's kind of that. I'm just trying to fuck it up. I can't do this anymore. Really, I've gotten too old.
Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. That's the way it goes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. We about to take flight, up a level. When we step on the scene, we super beat.
See, they got the different elements.
Understand that we didn't come to play, babe. Here to dominate.
Oh, those beats.
I'ma keep you on your tippy toes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes.
It just sounds, that whole melody just sounds like they're trying to keep you on your tippy toes, right? So it's like, it's literally, if you actually had to choreograph something to this, you would choreograph with you being on your tippy toes. It's almost like you're gonna do that, that Latin American, that ta 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 ta, like, you know, when the lady's shaking herself and she's always on her tippy toes. That's the kind of sound you know, it wants you to keep yourself on your tippy toes, man.
Gonna keep you on your tippy toes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes.
It's a super sexy sound.
That's the way it goes. Gonna keep you on your tippy toes.
I love these South Korean bands, man. Groups. XG, man. I love these South Korean groups. I think they're so good, man. So many people disagree with me, and it's so unique. It's so quintessentially different, and so like South Korean. It's got its place in the world. Do you know what I mean? Regardless of whether you like it or you're not, or if you like your music more, you know, down the American style, it doesn't actually matter. This over here does well around the world because it really is sonically pleasing. It's vibey, it's bumpy, and it's got its own place, and you got to appreciate that for that, man. I must be honest, I like the K-pop stuff. I really do like the K-pop stuff. I could never sing it in terms of like karaoke because I'm absolutely shocking at karaoke, man. But you play that stuff in like a club or weddings and things like that, man. They're just vibey, man. They've got such a vibe, man. Come on, let's be real here. They've got such a vibe. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.